What is up, YouTube? And welcome to episode 36 of the Chaos Daily. I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who left comments or went to the Twitter poll and voted. It was an overwhelming yes, and an overwhelming continue until I can't. And yeah, so I can still do Chaos Dailies. Like, it's not a chore for me. I was just putting the video out there so I can start to get an idea of whether you guys would be upset if I had just stopped it, or if I could stop it later down the track, or I just wanted to get some feedback on what was going on. So that was great, and thank you very much. I really appreciated that. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing the dailies because, like I said, it's a thing that I do every day so that I can just do something. Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the postman. The stuff that I ordered yesterday, I now have the shipping times for that, and we're looking at like April for some of them, which is just, oh my god. Shipping times. Wow. I haven't ordered anything in a long time, so it goes to show that when I used to order stuff like 2 years ago, it would arrive in like 2 to 3 weeks, and now we're looking at like 2 to 3 months. So it just goes to show how things have changed over the years, and just the prices of some stuff as well. The carbon fiber rods and stuff, I'm still hunting for a carbon fiber supplier that has decent prices. It really is just daylight robbery. I mean, I used to buy a pack of 5 1 meter long 1.5 millimeter rods for like $3, a whole 5-pack, and now you'd be lucky if you can get one for that price, and then it's still $10 shipping. Why? Anyways, so I have something that we're going to do today, okay? As much as I've been saying that I don't want to just design a new thing every day for the sake of creating something, there's one thing that I really do like. Something I found that I was like, wow, I would love to build this. So what I'm talking about is a plane that I came across a couple weeks ago, and is the Lockheed CL-1201-1. If you don't know what that is, that's probably because it was a very obscure plane that was never built. It only went through they did a design study on it, which means they basically got a whole bunch of smart people together to do some math on the design, what it would take, is it possible to build it, and what it would cost, and all that sort of stuff. So they got at least to that stage, and they got quite a bit of drawing and blueprints and stuff done on the overall concept. What it is a plane with a wingspan of 1,120 feet. This thing would put, I don't know, like looking at the picture, you probably get about 5 747s, wingtip to wingtip. It's that big. It's huge. It's massive. Go look it up. It's the Lockheed CL-1201. It was enormous. It had a big nuclear reactor in it to power the massive turbofans. It was insane. It was insane. The thing would just fly forever because you wouldn't be able to land it. And it would take off vertically. They planned to put 200 and something engines in it, just standing upright along the wings in a line, and then they had a cluster of 20 of them on this front canard thing. What? Like, it's bananas. So I looked at this thing of like, I would love to build this thing. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't build it ridiculous big, but because of the shape of it, and how like it's thick. It is thick. I would go about designing it for a different build methodology. So we wouldn't 3D print the parts for it. Instead, I would 3D print the molds, and I would actually pull fiberglass shell or a carbon fiber shell, pretty much like Rami RC does for his big planes. And I wouldn't build it like that big, but just because of how thick some of the fuselage sections are, it wouldn't make sense to actually use fully plastic forms or resin forms, even with the substructure or whatever. It would make far more sense to 3D print molds, make skins, and then 3D print individual rib sections that were very lightweight and I could stagger inside of it. And that would work out better. So I jumped into Inventor to start designing out the form. So let's jump into the time lapse, and I'll see you on the other side of it.
Throw away your life. When the mirror shows me a stranger, yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm when you next to me, yeah, I'm when you when you wake up yeah, and I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm in cold when you next to me. Yeah, I'm in cold when you yeah, I'm in
So there you have it. What did we learn? The lesson of today is always save. Save often, save frequent, save like Jesus, because Jesus saves. Yeah, that crash at the beginning there where I got it was for the better. The way I did it the first time was crap. Right? Let's be honest here. The way I did it the first time was crap. The way I do anything the first time is always crap. And I think that's true for most people. We generally do things a couple times before we get it just right. Where I'm at now with it, I kind of like it. I'm still going to go back and change a few things. Like I'm playing with the form, I'm playing with the design, because the drawings that are available that I have words. I have words about them that I'm not going to say. Let's just leave it at that. So yeah, I'm going to play with the design. It was a concept plane. It was never built, so I have quite a bit of leeway and freedom in what I want to do with it. For starters, I'm not putting that front canard on it. That front canard on the front of it It's not happening. It was never designed to be an aerodynamic shake. It didn't move or anything. It was literally an outboard housing for the clusters of 20 engines each side. And I think they would have retracted in or something. From looking at the designs, it looks like something that would slide in and out of the fuselage. So I'm designing this to run 70mm EDFs. So at some stage when I have the spare moolah, the spare money to order 3 or 4 EDFs, I'll order the same FMS 12 Blade Pros, because I think that they would suit really nice for this. I'd need the extra oomph for this kind of size. But yeah, we'd run 4 EDFs on this thing, and the battery payload's going to be quite intensive. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with the progress so far. I'll probably work on this again tomorrow. The weekend's coming up now, so no posts tomorrow, no posts after that. I don't expect the IPA to arrive until Monday or Tuesday next week now, so I have to keep myself busy and give you guys something to watch. So again, thank you very much for your comments on the previous episode and going and voting on the poll. It's still open. It's still subject to change. There could be like 50 people that show up now and go, stop doing the dailies. So, as always, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go check out my Patreon if you can. That's super helpful. As always, I've been Chaos, and until next time, expect the unexpected. And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.